Welcome, folks. Thank you for dropping in. And welcome to CNC with Javi, show number 28, Christmas Ornaments. And let's see here. Let me put my chat window correctly here. And let's go ahead and jump in, shall we? Or shall we wait for a minute for people to join in? Let's check out that dashboard. I always like to see the analytics. It's kind of interesting watching them live. But go to video analytics and hope I don't crash. There we go. Ooh, how interesting. 0 concurrent viewers. I guess it takes a while. Anyway, can everybody see me? I'm hoping this is working. Just waiting for the delay and for a response, just to make sure I'm on. Oh, great. I lost the chat. Oh, here it is. Okay, there we go. Ah, perfect. Thank you, guys, for the response. Okay, here we go. Let's start with a new file. So we'll go with... Dun, dun, dun. There we go. And let's start with a new file here. We'll do a 12 by 12. What the hey? We'll make it nice and big, and then we'll reduce it as needed later. But let's start with I don't know. I've always liked bells. What do you guys think of bells? Let's do a little ornament. Let's do a little bell ornament. So one nice way to do a bell is just start with an oval. Any size is fine. That's not an oval. Let's try it with an oval. Here we go. All right. Yeah, that's a good oval. And we'll at this point we'll go and use our wonderful tool to draw polygons and lines and stuff like that. And I'm just going to start here. The shape of the bell is roughly this, you know, like that. We're drawing an extremely crude bell, right? Well, and I figure now we'll go to our little smooth out points here. We'll select all these points and we'll just say smooth. And now we can see how really incredibly ugly our bell is. Well, it's not that bad, but it is bad. So let's, you know, reshape it as needed. Put this on top. Get rid of this one. Make this one longer. Get rid of this one. Make this one longer. I'm using the D over in node mode, in case you guys are wondering. When I hover over a point and choose D, then I can delete it. And I'm just simply grabbing the... Yeah, this shouldn't be this way. This should be a little bit more out this way. And that should be in a bit. And S is for smooth mode, so you know we'll deal with it as needed. Here, let's bring this down over here. That's a little bit better. Again, this is an extremely, I guess, a crude bell. And then, okay, we have our bell, such as it is. Yeah, this should be out a little. No, 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 I don't need to be reminded of updates. Goodness gracious, I hate when that happens. Well, anyway. Now, we could do things like make it symmetrical and things like that, but right now, you know, we just want a simple bell. Let's expand this a little bit, and let's expand this a little bit. There. That makes a little bit better looking bell. This one also. We'll bring that out to here, and we'll bring this out to here. Okay, we have a rough bell. I'll be popping back and forth with, since I don't have a second here, I'll be popping back and forth. Yeah, that bell did look sad. How's that look? A little better, Keith? All right, so we have a bell. Let's see, what do we want to add to that bell? Perhaps a bow. Okay, yeah, let's add a bow to the bell. And let's see. I'll do the same thing here. I'll just put a line here, line here. I mean, believe it or not, this is actually going to look like a bow in a little while. And let's go ahead and there it is. And now what I did, in case you guys are wondering, was I actually went and selected all the nodes and simply hit the S key to turn them from solid corners to so I can actually go, for instance, I'll do it again here. I'm going to click here, then I'm going to click here, and here. For this, you just have to have a bit of an imagination. What would happen if this triangle were to have smooth corners? At least these two. Well, I'll tell you what would happen. We'll go over here to the node mode, and we'll choose this piece. We'll select these two, hit the S key, and they are now smooth. And guess what? It's I came pretty darn close there to making my ribbon. And I'll do the same thing with this one. I'll choose a point over here, and a point. Oh, shoot. I went and selected the arc instead of the lines. So this is just one little thing that I like to do. There's, again, many ways to get to Rome. Many roads lead to Rome, and this is just but one. So I'll select, again, these two, because I want this one here to be straight, to be come to a point. But these two I want smooth. And then I can adjust them as needed. So I'll go over here, I'll adjust this down here. This is where it gets sloppy if you don't have first of all, one thing that's annoying me is for some reason or another my preferences are to snap to guides, and I don't want to snap to guides. Just a second. Snap options. Yeah, I don't, just stop snapping. No smart snapping. Just leave out all the snaps. Job centers and corners, yeah. I don't want to snap to guides. Okay, good enough. Now I can actually have a nice smoother transition because this thing was just taking it away from me. All right, so let's start with this point, and I'm following this line. We'll move this one a little bit away. We'll shorten this and shorten that, and we have ourselves a bit of a loop. What do you say we add? I don't know. Let's add, and we're going to add your famous. Ooh, sweet, Mike. I'm on a 65-inch TV. Goodness gracious. Here, let's shock the kids then on a 65-inch TV. Let's see. Let's try an experiment. Ah! Just testing. Okay. If that didn't scare away another few dozen viewers, don't know what will. So let's move on to, I guess we have to have some laces, right? You know what? I'll do the laces after. I want to concentrate on a holly. A leaf. For those of you who don't know what a holly is, or actually a holly leaf. So first thing we want to do is... Now, I could do it in the same mode. I could just imagine in my head what a leaf would look like. For instance, let's start the leaf from... Come on. Get back here. There we go. Let's start the leaf from... This mouse is really beginning to bother me. But without it, it's kind of hard to do any work. All right, so we'll start here, and let's start around here, and do, let's just do a simple double curve, okay? So this will be, I'm going to hit the space bar to stop the line. So this is the line. That's going to be the center of my holly. So right here, we're going to have... Again, we shall take these 2 points and make them smooth. And there is, it's a little too pronounced. Let's make it a little bit less. There's a nice big holly here. There's the center of a holly leaf. Let's go ahead and draw the outside of the holly. We have a couple of ways of doing it. We could draw a... I'll tell you what. Let's draw an oval. Let's draw a couple arcs. We'll do it that way. We'll draw a couple arcs. We'll draw a 3-point arc. So basically, it's let's do center, start, and end. So the center arc will be right around back here. Yeah, let's just put it right in the middle here. Center, start, and end. And it went the wrong way. How nice. So let's try it. Let's just do it this way. Through 3 points. This is the first point. This is the second point. And we'll just make the... We're going to go over because we're going to cut notches off of this leaf here. Okay. And let's do it again. On this side. Oh, that was way too fat. Let's try that again. Let's try it from this side. It's a little better, easier. From this point to this point, and then there we go. All right, so we have our rough leaf. And let's... And again, it's annoying me here. Okay, we have our rough leaf. Let's go ahead and do a couple of veins here. Say one right here. Another one right here in the middle here. All right, so right now it doesn't look like much of a holly, but we'll fix that pretty soon. Now let me go back to the comments because let's see here. Nope, no Liberty Bell. That's just it's just a holly. Now we're just more than anything else, I'm showing you all these. There's a lot simpler ways to do it. You can copy a leaf from somewhere and just throw it on there. I'm just trying to do something somewhat from memory. So let me go ahead and take these pieces and put them on move to layer, a new layer, and we'll call it whatever, Bell 1. And we'll take that layer and hide it because I just want to work on the holly right now. Now, this one and this one, I want to close the actual image here. So let's go ahead and close the lines with a straight line. And now it should be closed. It should be one image, and it's I don't like how it turned out, but don't worry about it. We'll fix it all in post, as they say. Now we'll take a few circles. And let's see. This is the part where it gets a little, you know, you gotta take a little bit of creative license here, and I'm going to make a. If you'll notice, look at the inside of the leaf, not the outside. So, because I'm soon going to be removing all these pieces. Right now I'm taking this piece, then I'm taking this piece here, there, like so. Then I'm going to do another one over here. Let's go the full. Should we go the full width? There. This one's got to be rotated a little bit, so we're going to use the the 0 key, which will rotate it 45 degrees. And at that point, I'll just stretch it to there. And then we'll, again with this mouse, here we go. Copy, paste, and we'll take another circle over here. Maybe a little longer. And let's see if this actually begins to look like a holly at all. I'm going to take this one, I'm going to take this leaf and subtract this by clicking. Where is my subtract tool? There it is. I'm going to take this again, subtract this. And the way I'm doing this is taking I have the first image. I hold the shift key to select the second. So it's the first one minus the second. First one minus the second. First one minus the second. And we have our half of our leaf there. I'm going to go ahead and make another one of these ovals. And let's make another one here. Let me go back to the. I'm sorry, I got to periodically go back and look at the. Evening, Sean. How are you? Let's see. Crack. Good. No comments. And let's try to. Let's go ahead and do another oval over here. Yeah, that's good. Move it over here. We'll enlarge it this way. That's roughly what I want. And let's go Let's just do one more. Let's do a nice long oval. Long thin oval, and we move it again with the, sorry, not the 0, but the 9. 0 and 9, by the way, are your keys to make this a little shorter. 0 and 9 are your keys to move stuff. Hotkeys to take, okay, so your object, whatever you have selected, and move it 45 degrees to the right or to the left. So again, I'm going to go first one minus the second one, subtract this, and subtract the third one. And let's see something here. Now let's do one more thing here. We need a second one here. This actually is way too bad. Let's go here, make a small one, and then we'll do the same thing with this one. Copy, paste. And nudge it just to the right spot. Yeah, that should be better. This one now minus this one. Again, this is just simply your creative mind doing whatever you want to do. That last holly is really bad looking, but I don't really care about it. Okay. Let's see if we can adjust the node here on this one. All right, so we have our little arcs, we have our little leaf, and now we'll bring back our bell. So let's go back with our bell. And we have our leaf there. Oh, goodness. And what we're going to do now is I'm just going to create a quick little box out of this. I'm going to cut out the part from here to, say, here. I'm making that shape, and the reason why I'm making that shape, hang on, if I can close the shape. Goodness. There you are. See if it'll subtract. Yes, it will. Okay, so okay, let's take this piece, copy, paste it, and now we take the bell minus the leaf, and that's what I should have done the first time. And why didn't the bell erase? Let's try that again, shall we? The bell minus the leaf. There's two copies of the leaf. And, yeah, well, of course there are. Okay, and subtract. There we go. All right, so we have our bell. We have our, oh yeah, and let's do let's do this thing too. Let's just use the scissor tool and cut this piece. All right. So we have a bell with a holly, and now let's do something nice and simple and say, how about Merry Christmas? A lot of people like Happy Holidays, but I'm not much of a Happy Holidays person. forgive me, those who are happy holidays people, but I like to keep Christ in Christmas. Here we go, and let's make a text, and we'll put Merry Christmas, preferably without the caps lock on so it doesn't show up backwards. Hit apply, shrink it down to a manageable size. Now remember folks, if you want to shrink down from the top corner to the right corner, you choose from left to right, from left top to bottom right. If you want to shrink it down to the center, you choose from bottom right up. And there's just a little different way of doing things here. All right, so we'll do that, and it's a little too much. No, it actually doesn't look that bad. Doesn't look that good either. So I would let me redo that. Let's do a little bit of rotation here. And we're going to cut the bell on the CNC. What we're doing now, and well, I'll show you right now. Oh, I still need to put the little laces, but let me give you a preview of what this is going to look like as soon as I rotate the bell, say negative 22 is what I meant. All right. So we have our Merry Christmas. We have our bell. I'm going to do the following. I'm going to have this, and this. Copy to layer, new layer, and we'll call it profile. And all right, there we go. This and this will copy to layer profile, and we'll go to layer profile. Let's hide everything else. Now in layer profile, I knew I forgot something. Forgot the leaf. Copy to layer profile. Now we go to profile, and in profile we take all of these, not the center ones, but all of these outside ones, and we create one big, if you will, master profile by merging them all together. Weld. Boom. That's the outside. We're going to go ahead and make a tool path. And by the way, I'm doing this out of order. Outside, let's select a very thin end mill, whatever, any size is fine. And we'll do that. And we'll do it on all of these. Do the calculate and reset preview, preview all toolpaths. This and this and this. That's the outside of the bell. What are we going to do with the rest? Well, I'll show you right now. We're going back to the layers, and we're going to go with the Merry Christmas and well, we can do everything really, but we don't need this piece or this piece. Let me go ahead and duplicate this all to a different layer. Copy the layer, and we'll call it vcarve. And we'll go to the vcarve layer, turn everything else off, and we don't need this outside, we don't need this outside, and we don't need this outside. So everything else here is going to be vcarved. We'll do a nice little close this. We'll go here. We'll select it all. Come on. Come on. Stop changing on me here. And calculate. Yeah, 0.1 is good. Calculate. Yeah, I don't care about it. That's fine. Let me see if... okay, hang on a second. That's not what I meant to do. Forget vcarve. Forget I even said that. Let's go back. Because what we really want to do is actually a profile cut. So let me go back to this. And we're going to do a profile toolpath on the line, 0.1 depth, and it will be with the vcarve bit. So keep in mind, the vcarve doesn't only have to be for vcarves. You can actually use it. I'm going to do a 60-degree V-bit. We can actually use it to engrave stuff or to make, you know, to make stuff look cool. For instance, that. So we have our bell, and we have our Merry Christmas, and you know, we can I'm going to put a little bow on here. Let's finish up by the V-bit that I'm using, Keith, is going to be a 60-degree V-bit. You could really choose anything you want. 0.1 with a 60-degree V-bit on this is, well, you know, it looks okay. It doesn't look bad. What we could do is actually V-carve the Merry Christmas, which is what I'm very much considering right now. Let me go ahead and do that. Let me V-carve the Merry Christmas. And so that'll V-carve the Merry Christmas out. And so if I know I'm V-carving it twice, but I'm not going to get rid of it because oftentimes it didn't carve out the middle. Hang on a second. Oh, because it's doing a centerpiece. Okay, gotcha. That's fine. The sometimes on V-bits, what I like to do to get a nice crisp clean cut is I'll actually duplicate. If I have time for the with the machine and I don't really mind, I'm not doing it, I'm not in a rush, I'll actually run the V-bit 2 or 3 times. If it's as long as it's not a long prolonged cut. All right, so let's go back up here to the image. Let's turn on all the layers here. And let's go over here to, let's see, let's make a nice big loop in the middle of it, shall we? So something like, let's do this. Okay. That is really getting annoying. Okay. Well, all we really need to do is create a 4 dots. So I'll go ahead and do zoom in there as best I can with this mouse. There we go. And I'm going to go here, 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 and here, and then back. Why isn't it closing it? I don't know. Let me go back to this thing again. All right, so let's go ahead and do fillets on this thing. And we're going to make the radius, say, 0.1, just to see what it looks like. Yeah, there we go. This will be a bow. As soon as I can figure out how to cut this off. Hang on. Nope, didn't want to cut that one off. Come on, come on. Oh, great. Yep, looks like it's not gonna play nice. All right. Okay. Go back to the fillet tool. And there it is. All right. We did a kind of a bow thing. So we're going to do this is the V-carve profile, which is the first one. We're going to add this to it, and then we're going to recalculate. The one more thing we have to do, which is the regular profile. We have to let's go back to that layer so we don't get a little confused. The regular profile, let me duplicate this. And we're going to unite these two together. Because this is going to be the exterior cut, so we'll do the calculate again. Actually, let's just go ahead and recalculate all the tool paths. And let's see if this thing turned out okay or not. Of course not, because that one didn't work. Okay, hang on a second. What did I do? I cut a right. Okay, so that one's okay. I am dangerous with scissors indeed. Let me go back to the layers here and show all the layers and see what we got here. Okay, we have all our pieces. Let's see what we have for the profile. It's those. Okay, which profile is this? Ah, okay. I did it backwards. Hang on a second. The profile. Pardon my movements here with the mouse. Okay, that is just the profile cut. Let me see something here. This profile should be, let me see which one's which, because I got them out of order. Okay, this is the exterior profile, so That should be called profile. This is the V-carve, which is just the letters. And this one, hang on a second, there we go. That. Let me go back to this. We'll get rid of that. We'll recalculate. This is the 0.75 profile. Nope, this is wrong. Let's start with the bottom. The bottom one is the exterior profile of everything, which is correct. That one is correct. It is 0.75. And I'll calculate that. Now this profile is going to be the Merry Christmas, that, and that. Good. This is what I need. I need this. I need this to be 0.1. This is going to be with a V-carve bit. See, this is what happens when you do stuff out of order. And I did the profile first. So let's see. On 0.1 V-bit, calculate. That's more like it. That's the profile cut. The V-carve is just going to be the Merry Christmas. Well, actually, let's just ignore that one for now. And the profile cut should be only the exterior here. It's this one and include these two. So, and that profile will be with a very small bit, going 75, and calculate. Oh, I didn't want to. There we go. Looks okay except for a couple things. Number one, the bell. I want this part of the bell to also show. So on this profile cut, I'm going to add the bell. And I'm going to add this exterior. Righty. So we'll calculate that. Now let's see how it looks. Could be better. All right, so we have, yeah, and we need the other side of the holly as well. So let's go ahead and go back to the profile cut. Add this piece. Add this piece. And now let's see what it looks like. Much better. Except for the mess in the middle, which we can work on that. But anyway, there's your Merry Christmas. We'll throw in a nice little let's do that real quick. let's go ahead and throw in a bow. I mean, this is the bow. Let's throw in the rest of it. So, say something like... Again, we're using this tool, and we're going to do something like this. Let me zoom in a little. This, and this. Now, again, remember, we're turning all of these into smooth lines. Actually, not the two tips, but everything else. So we're going to go back here. We're going to do this. We're going to select these. That one, and that one, and turn them smooth. And there it is. There's a nice little somewhat interesting looking bow there. Let's make it a thicker bow. So sure, why not? Okay, there's a nice thick bow over there. And let's put the other one out this way. Who knows? Just use my creative license here and yeah, that sounds good. Whatever. Take these three, make them smooth, and there we go. All right, there's our bell with our bow. And all we got to do now is simply add this and this to the profile cut. So we copy the layer profile. Oh, it already is in profile. Good for that. And then so that all we need to do now is on the last profile, which is that one, just go here. And actually, no, my bad. Before we even get there, let's see. We'll go to the profile only, and that profile we have to join these two. So everything in here, oops, not the two little loops, we don't want that, but everything in here we include in the profile. So voila, there's our exterior profile. And calculate. Let me see something here. Preview all toolpaths. And we have our little bell. The only thing I would do is from this is create a big circle up here and with a hole, or if you want to hang it, just hang it from one of these things. You got yourself a little Christmas. And if you want, you can add something like let me go back to the fonts and just go the Unzuetas and click apply. Where did I go? Helps if I actually see where I put it. And if you want to continue to get creative, just by all means, put a clapper in the bell. Let me do it this way, and you're all good to go. Boom. Calculate. That makes for a nice little Christmas ornament. And yeah, you're right. No apostrophe. I just always like to put that in there because it just doesn't look normal otherwise. But I hear ya. So, folks, that's pretty much it for the show tonight. We made a nice little Christmas ornament. Again, you can play around with it all you want. You can add more holly. You know, again, this is not the kind of thing that if you're going to make a lot of these, that's great, and all you got to do is just change the name as fast as I just did by removing the apostrophe. Just click on the text. Click on the text. Change the name. Hit apply, and recalculate all the toolpaths. Create the next one, and you continue creating a bunch of toolpaths. If you got a lot of wood and you want to throw these out to your buddies, or if you want to put from the Unzuetas and mail these out, again, well, from, I guess, your last name, I would say. But there it is. That's a simple bell, and we'll see if we can do 4 or 5 simple ornaments, because this one was just we did it from scratch. I just thought, oh, a bell would be a good idea, and then I just added holly and a bow, and there's lots of different ways to do that. I could have actually taken a simple strand for a bow and created an interior and exterior line on the outside, and that would that's another way of creating the bow. I could have taken clip art and just simply download it. And that's what we'll do next week. Is we're going to take probably, let's see if we can do 3 or 4 simple ornaments, round ones, and we'll put some fancy designs on them. A little simple V-carve. It doesn't have to be much. Perhaps the week after that we'll make, last year I made this beer bottle Christmas tree holder. So I'll go ahead and recreate that again for you in a couple weeks, and see how you like that. So you guys have a wonderful evening. Yeah, Frankie, I'm losing a little bit of weight, but slow going as it were. Let me switch my camera angle here. And so folks, thank you all for joining in. Once again, I appreciate the let's check out the analytics, shall we? Let's see what we got here. It shows that we've had a total of, holy cow, record high, 25 viewers. Thank you all for watching. So we did a little Christmas ornament today. Next week we'll do 4 simple. We'll download some designs. We'll just look for anything free on the internet and simple clip art and throw it in there as a Christmas ornament. Simple. In fact, I'll do one of a simple silhouette of Jesus, Mary, and Joseph on on a on an ornament of some type. Perhaps a little house or something. I'll prepare that up for you. And like I said, the following month we'll go with the beer Christmas tree holder, or the beer holder Christmas tree. So, you guys have a wonderful wonderful evening, and thanks for coming. See y'all next week. If I can ever find that off button for this thing. And off.